Hi everyone, welcome back to another budget with me. Today we are here to do July paycheck number 2, but before we do these numbers and get into our cash envelopes, I did want to kind of go over a few other things. Now if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jerlyn. I am 28 years old. I am a single girl and I work full-time. So I do want to start off my videos by kind of introducing myself every single time just in case someone is new. This is a budget for a 28-year-old, a single girl with a full-time salaried job. So before we get into numbers and checking on last month, I do want to kind of go over my cash envelopes because I told you guys in my last video that I was going to change out the envelope stickers and how that worked. So we're gonna put this pen in here. Also, just in case you guys didn't see any of my previous videos, I use my passion planner and I use the bullet pages that are in the back of the passion planner. That is what I use if you are curious. I want to go over some of my cash envelopes. So these four, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't and hit the notification bell. But I carry these 4 cash envelopes with me all the time. These are what I spend out of. And then I have these right here, which are my sinking funds. So anything in a yellow tab. So if you remember from my previous videos, these used to have a pink tab at the bottom. Put these aside for a second, but I decided to move the tab to the top left-hand corner so when I have these in my purse or my wallet, I can easily flip through them and know which envelope they are. So I already pre-wrote out some little tabs here, and if you guys are curious, this is an Erin Condren sticker sheet. This one's really old, so they kind of have like the inverted sides to these stickers, and I don't know if you can get these anymore, but Erin Condren still makes their customizable sticker sheets, I guess you can call them. So check those out. The link is down below for Erin Condren. So yeah, these are Erin Condren stickers. I already wrote these out and we're just going to stick the new stickers on the envelopes. So groceries, again, I'm going to put them on the upper left-hand corner because I used to have them down here. I'm just going to try something different. And also, just a side note, you guys, I did run my envelopes through the laminator again. If you guys are making your own envelopes using the link that I have down below, that's the video I followed to make these. I made these myself. But if you have made your own, just so you know, you can re-laminate them and reseal them because sometimes they get a little crazy and they kind of split open, but if you re-laminate them, they are good to go. All right, so we have groceries, and then eating out will be this one here. Okay, and I just wrote these out myself, you guys. If you want to print them or, you know, get a label maker, you can do that as well, but I'm just gonna use these stickers because I've had these for so long and I just never found a use for them. So yeah, and now these are orange tabs because I have no more pink ones. I have one left, but it wouldn't have matched. So last one here is my personal spending cash envelope, and here we are. So now we have all of our cash envelopes to spend from with new labels re-laminated. All right, now let's get into our July numbers. I'm going to quickly just turn to paycheck number 1, just update with you with some of the actuals. My salary was perfectly fine, that was normal. Concur was $200 as expected. And then the miscellaneous was actually, why did I have that? I do this every single month and I don't know why. I don't know why I put my YouTube earnings in the first paycheck because that actually comes in the second paycheck. So this is actually 0. So now we're going to move on to July numbers. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys. This might be a little bit better so you can see. Starting at the top, I don't write in my salary just for privacy reasons. Some people don't like that. Take it for what it is because I don't feel comfortable sharing my salary. All right, Concur, I always put 200 to estimate, and for miscellaneous, I'm going to do 202.33. $1,253. So we'll see if that comes out more or less, depending on if I have any Poshmark sales. Check out my Poshmark. The link should be down below, or my name, my Poshmark closet should be down below. Now, before I jump into these numbers, I did get a really good question from someone, and someone asked me, I think a video or two ago, why I don't have car insurance on here. So the reason why I don't have car insurance on here is because my mother still pays for my car insurance technically, because I pay for everyone's phone bill. So it's kind of like a trade-off. I did talk to her recently, and she wants me to take over the bill, which is perfectly fine with me. It's just something that we've never kind of, you know, switched, honestly. So I'm going to be taking over my car insurance bill. I don't know when, but I'm still going to be paying everyone's phone bill either way. So right now it's just something my mom was helping me out on, since I was paying for the entire phone bill. So great question from whoever asked that. Thank you for asking that, and that is why. But we might be seeing a fixed expense added for that later in the year. So let's just jump right into it. So phone bill is still at $264.71, and that is because I pay for my entire family, you guys. I know it's really high, but that's just, it is what it is. And this is coming out the 16th. Internet is $59.99, and that's also coming out on, actually that's coming out the 26th. Okay. Student loan is $172 even, coming out on the 26th. Spotify is $15.89 on the 26th. And then Best Buy, which is my phone insurance, is $10.59 also on the 26th. So now we're going to add all of those up, and we'll see what the total is. All right, $523.18. All right, you guys, so now we are going to move on to our variable expenses. Now, these are going to be a little bit off again. You guys know that the numbers from the previous paycheck were a little bit off because I went on vacation. Same idea for this. And I also got questions too as to, you know, how I only budgeted $50 for groceries for the month. You guys, 2 paychecks, okay? So this is for 2 weeks, and this is for 2 weeks of the month. That's how I always do my videos. I think it was someone that was new to a video, but just keep that in mind. When it says paycheck number 1, it's for 2 weeks. And yes, I know $50 is still little, but I went on vacation, so I didn't buy many groceries on vacation. So just to give you guys a heads up, these numbers are going to be slightly different because I'm going away for work twice in July. From now to the end of July. So I am not going to be having to buy so many groceries and all of that. So these numbers are going to be a little bit lower than usual, but I'm going to walk you guys through all of that. So for groceries for this round, I am going to budget just $50. And that is for 2 weeks. So again, I'm going away twice this for the rest of the month, so I really don't need that much money for groceries because I won't be home and I'll be staying in a hotel and all of that. So that's why it's so low for me for this particular paycheck. All right. Okay, gas, I'm still going to just budget $50 because I don't take out cash for this anyway. This is always on my credit card. Eating out, I'm lowering this to $75. If you guys have been following me for a while, I usually do $100 for eating out. I'm just gonna do $75. I probably won't even use all of that, but we will see next video where I kind of end on that. Entertainment, I always do 100, but again, I'm gonna do 75. And yeah, again, I'm not gonna be around, so I might not need to use that entertainment cash envelope. I am going to be away, so if I do wanna go to a movie or see something out when I'm in like Toronto or something like that, or go sightseeing, I don't know if I even have time. I'm working the whole time, but I will bring this envelope with me when I go to Toronto for work. All right, personal, this is my personal spending. I always do 75, and I'm gonna keep this at 75 because I do need to get my nails done. So I'm gonna keep that at 75. And then Uber, Lyft, and parking, I'm going to keep it at 50. Okay, So let's total all of these up and see where we're at. All right, $375 is our total here. Moving down, we're going into our sinking funds, and if you didn't notice, I do have an extra sinking fund at the very bottom, and we're gonna kind of get into that. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit just because it's a little bit easier to see. All right, so for travel, I typically only do 50, but for this round, I'm actually going to do 100. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. I need to go over my envelopes with you guys. Oh my gosh, see? When I get too ahead of myself, this is where I go crazy. All right. So, changing out these stickers really threw me off. So, let's pause on this for a second. Pause the sinking funds. I want to go over with what I have left over from last paycheck with you guys. So, groceries is $0, as you can see. Eating out, I think, is the only envelope that has some money left over, and this has $8. So $8 left over. I'm going to put this aside, and this will probably go into one of the sinking funds. I haven't decided yet which one it's going to go into, but we'll keep that aside. And then fun and personal are both empty as well. Now, I know some of you guys are probably wondering, did I spend all of my money in my travel envelope? Again, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, welcome, but last video, my July paycheck number 1, I was going away on vacation, and this was the envelope I was bringing with me to spend from. I had $453 to spend, and I'm going to tell you guys what I have left over. Also, just so you know, I brought my emergency envelope to my California trip as well. I did not end up using it, so this is staying the same. I'll put this back on the side. But let's reveal how much I have left over. Again, I started with $453. Left over, we have 100, 20, 30, 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. $141 left over. It was so good to be on vacation and not having to swipe my card all the time, and just knowing that I had this money set aside for this particular trip. So I think I did really well. Most of my spending went to food, drinks, going out with friends. I didn't do too much shopping besides at Daiso, which if you've watched my Daiso haul video, spent quite a bit of money there, but a lot of this was just going out with friends and eating. So yeah, I think I did really well. I'm actually surprised I have over $100 left over. So yeah, really proud of myself on that, if you guys were curious. Okay, so let's get back into our numbers, our sinking funds. So travel, again, this paycheck I'm going to put aside 100 just because I really want to build that back up, because I might be going away again in September. I'm not quite sure yet. So I just want to make sure I have a good cushion for spending. All right, emergency, we're going to stick with 25, which I always do 25 for that. Medical is the same at 25 as well. Car maintenance also 25. Then we have birthdays. So birthdays, I'm actually going to put aside $100. Now I typically only do, I think 20, but my niece's first birthday is coming in September, and I think I'm planning the party. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm planning the party. So planning a first birthday myself is gonna cost quite a bit of money. So I'm putting aside $100 for this birthday envelope, just because, you know, I'm trying to start now. I'm trying to think ahead, right? So $100 in birthdays. Christmas as well, I'm going to do 50. I typically only do 20 for Christmas, but I've realized that my Christmas envelope, it's not building up as fast as I want it to. So I'm adding 50 this round, or this paycheck. Then we have new car, that's going to stay at $50. Apartment is going to be another 50, which is typical. And this one right here is new, project. So I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in a video yet, but an upcoming video I do mention it. I'm working on a bunch of different projects, you guys. I'm really excited to share them with you, and I figured, you know what, I need to create a sinking fund for this, just in case I need to buy something for this project. I've been spending a little bit of money here and there, but you know, I might as well add it into my budget because it's going to be probably a big part of my life, these new projects that are coming up. And again, I'm excited to tell you guys about it, but I am going to set aside $100 for projects. Again, I will let you know when it happens. All right, so let's total all these sinking funds up. All right, $525 is our total. Okay, you guys know the drill. If you don't, I'm gonna mark which ones are cash envelopes and which are not. And I'm gonna just kind of speed through this, you guys. It's kind of self-explanatory, but just in case you guys wanted to know which ones are cash envelopes for me. And then these are all cash envelopes. I'm just gonna do an arrow because I don't feel like writing all the C's. You guys know all of these are cash envelopes. So the total for cash envelopes for this section right here is going to be $275. The total for this section right here in cash envelopes is the same number because they're all cash envelopes, which equals $525. So our grand total that we need to take out of the bank is going to equal $800. So before we go to the bank, we do have to break down our denominations of which bills we need to take out for our cash envelopes, and then we're gonna stuff the cash envelopes. So starting at the top here, groceries, we have, I think I split that up, honestly. Yeah, I think I did groceries as a smaller bills. I typically do a $50 bill, but now I get groceries at the corner store because their produce is really fresh and really cheap, and they don't take 50s. So I'm going to do 2 20s and a 10. Eating out is going to be 50, 20, and a 5. Entertainment is another 75. Personal is another 75. And that's it for the variable expenses. Onto our sinking funds. Travel, we're going to do 100. And then emergency is 25. Medical, 25. Car maintenance, 25. Birthdays is, I believe, 100. I think I just did a $100 bill. And then Christmas, we're gonna do another 50. New car is going to be another 50. Apartment is another 50. And then projects is going to be 100. So these are the denominations that we need at the bank. So I'm gonna write all of this on a Post-it note. We're going to need 300s, 650s, 8 20s, 110, and then 6 5s. And that's all going to equal $800. So I'm gonna go to the bank and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, welcome back. I just got back from the bank, and I did want to let you know that I did kind of switch around these denominations. I took out smaller bills for one of the 50s. So I hope this doesn't confuse you guys, but it should be fine. We're just gonna get into stuffing the cash envelopes, all right? I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do this. Okay. So we're first gonna start off with the envelopes that I carry on hand. I just have to say, I don't love the orange tab. I think I'm just so used to the pink tabs. So I might be switching these out sooner than later because the pink looks so much prettier, don't you agree? Leave a comment down below if you agree. I don't know, this orange gives me like weird Kraft macaroni and cheese vibes. But you know what, we're just gonna go with it. All right, so for groceries, we are setting aside $50, and we're gonna do small bills for that. So 20, 40, and 50 is going into groceries because again, The place I go to does not take 50s because I switched up my little produce store, okay? So eating out here, we have 75 that we budgeted, so that's going to be 50, 60, 70, and 5. Okay, so there's that. And then we have entertainment and fun, which is another 75, 50, 60, 70, 5. Sorry, these are moving. that's what's gonna happen, okay? All right, there's that. And the last one that I carry around on hand is my personal spending, which is another 75. Okay, and I think this is the most I've ever taken out in cash, you guys. Like, we took out $800. I typically don't take out that much, honestly, but I just had money, not extra money. I mean, I always have some extra money in my bank account, but I wanted to put more money towards my sinking funds this month, just because. So yeah, that's a lot, $800. Okay, so now we are done these envelopes. I'm going to move on to my sinking funds. So sinking funds are right here. Let's just start at the top, travel. So for travel, we're adding in another $100, and we'll take out what we have, adding this $100 bill here, and let's see what our total is. So we have 1, 2, 220, 30, 235, 6, 7, 8, 9, 241. So 241 is our travel envelope. Again, we had what, over $450, but that's what this is for. You go on vacation, you spend it. So 241 in our travel now. Emergency, I did not spend any of this when I was in California. So emergency, we have 25 going into here. 25. So let's just put this in order and see what we have. So our emergency fund, we have 1, 240, 250 in our emergency fund. That's awesome, you guys. Just in case something happens, you never know, I am ready. Okay, medical. Our medical fund, we're adding 25 as per usual. 25. Again, let's just put this in order. And then for medical, we are ending with 100, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90. What's this? 210, 225. 225 in our medical. Just gonna pop that in there. Whoops. All right, so next one, we have our car maintenance. Car maintenance, as per usual, gets 25 as well. There's that. Okay, in order. We have 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, $200 in our car maintenance. So that is, again, building up nicely if I need it. Next one is birthdays. So birthdays, we had to start over. So we only have 20 in here because I have so many birthdays in the summertime. So $20, but for birthdays, we're adding in 100. So now we have 120. Again, building up nicely for my niece's first birthday. Okay, new car. New car is going to be 50. Actually, where's Christmas? We have to do Christmas. Here it is. All right, so after birthdays, we have Christmas. Christmas, we're adding in 50. Okay, so we're gonna do, I guess we'll do a $50 bill. Yeah, so there's that. So we have 150, 60, 70, 180 in our Christmas envelope, which is nice. There we go. All right, I'm gonna move these bills up because we only have a few left. All right, so next one is new car, and the new car one gets the standard $50, so we're gonna add in 50. So now we have a total of 200 in new car. Oh wait, there's a 50 in here. Sometimes they hide in here, you guys. So our total is actually 250 for new car. And this is, again, just a little bit of a cushion down payment, just kind of getting started. I do have other money set aside, but you know, this is a good way to kind of just, you know, put some extra money aside for a new car. Okay, apartment. Let's see, we're going to add $50 to the apartment, and we're going to do 2 20s and a 10. So let's just put this in order here. So for apartment, we have 50, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 225. 225 for our apartment envelope, which I might be using this soon. I really want to get a new accent chair for my living space, so this might be used up soon. All right, and then the last one, which is our newest envelope, is our projects envelope. These are projects I'm working on that I'm excited to tell you guys about, and we're gonna put aside $100 to start in this new envelope, and I'm excited about it. So, just in case I need it, here it is. So that is all of my sinking funds that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed stuffing these with me. All right, oh my gosh, actually, hold on. We still have that $8 left over from our cash envelopes from the previous paycheck. So which one should I add it to? I'm thinking about adding it to, oh geez. I feel like, honestly, I feel like I should add it to birthdays. I have a couple birthdays coming up, including my nieces. So I'm going to add the $8 into my birthday fund. So we have $128 in birthdays. You know, this money's gotta go somewhere, so I might as well just save it and put it aside, right? All right, so now that is everything. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my budget with me and stuffing my cash envelopes. I have so much fun doing this, and a lot of you guys enjoy it. So please subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram to keep updated with my personal life. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!